my beloved one. Your angel is urgently tugging at your spirit right now, whispering, don't scroll. Don't ignore this. Because today, yes, today, heaven has scheduled extraordinary surprises for you. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Your angel says. Open this now. This is time sensitive. If you miss this message, you may delay what heaven has already released. Before we go deeper, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so this message reaches exactly who God needs it to reach. Now breathe. Because what you're about to hear will shift your day, your atmosphere, and even your next season. Your angel wants you to know this. This day was written. This moment was appointed. This timing was never random. You didn't just stumble on this video. You were led. There is something God hid inside this day, something you didn't see coming, something your heart didn't expect. A divine surprise that carries restoration, realignment, and relief. Your angel says. Everything that once felt stuck will quietly begin to move today. There is a shift happening behind your back. There is a blessing already walking toward you. There is a breakthrough that has your name etched on it. You are not watching this out of boredom. You're watching because heaven is positioning you. Your angel is saying. Something unexpected is about to interrupt your day. Not a negative interruption. A heaven-sent intervention. This is the kind of surprise that will make you pause and ask yourself, wait, did God just do that? There is a sudden message coming. There is a sudden shift of energy around you. There is a sudden clarity you've been praying for. Your angel says, I am removing the fog from your path. I'm removing the weight from your chest. I'm removing the worry from your mind. Watch what happens in the next few hours. A door will open you didn't knock on. A message will arrive you didn't expect. A problem will solve itself. A blessing will appear out of nowhere. Because today is the day heaven circled on your calendar. Your angel reveals something deeper. You have felt spiritually attacked recently because the enemy sensed what God was about to release today. The heaviness you felt? The anxiety? The interruption? The delay? The confusion? It wasn't random. It was a backlash. A last attempt to drain you before the blessing hits. But here's the part the enemy didn't expect. You would still show up. You would still have faith. You would still trust God. You would still reach this exact message right on time. The enemy tried to block this day, but heaven overruled. There is a blessing that was supposed to come later. But your obedience, your patience, and your tears accelerated the timing. Your angel says, I'm bringing something early. Something that was scheduled for later is being delivered now. You will notice. Someone apologizing. Someone returning. Someone blessing you. Someone helping you. Someone opening a door you couldn't open alone. You've entered a day of unusual favor. Unusual. Uncommon. Unexplainable. Your angel is stepping into areas of your life that have felt dry. Finance. Your angel says, provision is coming from an unexpected source. Relationships. Your angel says, someone who values you is being guided back to you. Your mind. Your angel says, peace is being restored. Anxiety is leaving today. This is why you felt led to open this. Something in your spirit recognized that this message carried the exact energy, the exact instruction, the exact unlock you needed. Today is not normal. This is not a regular day. This is an alignment day. Your angel wants you to hear this clearly. The surprise coming today is not just a blessing, it's a confirmation. A confirmation that you weren't abandoned. You weren't forgotten. You weren't overlooked. You weren't wasting your prayers. You weren't imagining God's presence. The blessing that's arriving today is proof that heaven has been watching the entire time. Proof that the tears counted. Proof that the waiting wasn't pointless. Proof that the pain wasn't wasted. Proof that your story is about to shift. Do not dismiss the small signs today. Do not ignore the gentle tug. Do not overlook the little breakthroughs. Because the miracle may start subtly, but it will grow quickly. A small message might become a big opportunity. A small solution may open a major door. A small conversation may become a life-changing connection. Everything that once worked against you is turning for you. You will feel a sudden ease, the sudden peace, the sudden lifting, the sudden clarity, the sudden sense of something good is coming. This is the divine reversal day. The heaviness will lift. The confusion will fade. The fear will dissolve. The blockage will disappear. You are walking into a day that will shift your entire month. Now listen carefully. As you finish this message, your angel is placing a mark on you. The mark of divine alignment. A miracle is already in movement. The path is already clearing. The blessing is already walking toward you. Your angel says, you will know this message was from heaven when the surprise arrives today. It will be unmistakable. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your angel speaking directly to your spirit. Your angel is leaning in so closely right now, speaking directly into the atmosphere around you, and the message is urgent. Something unexpected is about to interrupt your day. But listen, this is not a disruption meant to frighten you or derail you. This is a holy interruption, a divinely orchestrated shift that has already begun moving toward you the moment you open this message. You are stepping into a moment of divine surprise, something that no human hand can take credit for. You may have woken up today feeling like it was any ordinary day. You may have gone through your morning routine thinking everything would follow the same pattern it has for weeks, months, or even years. But heaven sees this day differently. Heaven has been preparing this moment long before you were even aware of it. Sometimes God hides miracles inside the ordinary, blessings inside the unnoticed, breakthroughs inside the moments we think are insignificant. Today is not what you think it is. There is something waiting for you. The unexpected thing coming is not small. It's not random. It's not accidental. It is intentional. It is appointed. It is aligned with divine timing. This is the kind of surprise that will make you stop in your tracks and whisper, "Is this really happening to me?" Your angel wants you to stay spiritually awake today because the blessing will not come through the obvious door. It will come through the unexpected opening, through a person you didn't anticipate, through a moment you couldn't have planned, through a situation you didn't calculate. It might be a message that suddenly pops up on your phone. A call you didn't expect. A door that swings open without warning. A person who reconnects at the perfect moment. A shift in your atmosphere that feels like relief rushing back into your chest. Pay attention. The unexpected will carry my fingerprints. You may feel a slight change in the air today. A strange clarity. A lightness you can't explain. A feeling like something good is approaching. This is spiritual sensitivity. It means your spirit is picking up on what heaven is sending. The energy around you is transitioning from stagnation to motion. Where things felt stuck, they will begin to move. Where doors were closed, new ones will unlock. Where conversations were silent, responses will arrive. Nothing today is random. Even the small moments that seem unimportant are being weaved into the larger blueprint of your destiny. This day is carrying answers, alignment, and acceleration. Your angel wants you to be aware of the signs that will come before the surprise fully arrives. These signs may include a sudden spark of intuition, a gentle push to check a message or revisit something, a phrase or song that aligns with what you've been praying, a memory that returns for a reason, a feeling that something is shifting, a sense of peace after days of heaviness. A strange nudge to prepare, clean, organize, or reposition yourself. A burst of motivation after feeling drained. A sudden urge to pray, thank God, or pause in silence. Your angel says, "I am guiding you through signs because the blessing will arrive quickly." The moment your spirit senses alignment, heaven accelerates. This is not just a surprise, it is the answer to what your heart has been carrying quietly. Sometimes we pray out loud. Other times we pray silently through tears, fears, frustration, and moments we don't talk about with anyone. God heard all of that. Your angel saw all of that. The unexpected moment arriving today is not random. It is the response to what you prayed in private. What you asked God silently is coming publicly. What you needed internally is being answered externally. What you hoped for quietly is being fulfilled loudly. The blessing may look small at first, but it will multiply. Imagine a single message that changes your entire month. A single conversation that shifts your direction. A single open door that leads to 10 others. A single decision that moves you closer to your destiny. A single opportunity that transforms your future. A single moment of clarity that ends years of confusion. The unexpected outcome coming today is a seed. But that seed will grow. It will expand. It will overflow. It will bring results larger than you expected. You will sense the shift before you see it. A feeling of hope. A sudden peace you cannot explain. A release of pressure. A lightness in your spirit. A quiet confidence rising. A knowing that God is near. That is the angelic presence surrounding you. Your angel says, "Today I walk with you. Today I guide you. Today I reveal what has been hidden." Heaven wants you to know this. Nothing can stop what is coming today. Not the enemy. Not fear. Not delay. Not doubt. Not confusion. Not what happened yesterday. Your blessing is already in motion. It has already left heaven. It is already traveling toward your life. It is already aligning with your path. Your angel is revealing something deeply spiritual, something you may not have realized, but something that explains everything you've been feeling lately. The enemy recognized this day before you did. You need to hear this slowly? The heaviness you battled recently, the sudden discouragement, the random waves of fear, the unexplainable sadness, the irritation, the confusion, the pressure in your spirit. They weren't random emotions. They were spiritual resistance. Your angel says, The battle rose because the blessing was approaching. There are moments when the enemy senses what God is about to do. Before you see the blessing, the enemy sees the movement in the spiritual realm. He sees angels beginning to surround you. He sees doors unlocking. He sees breakthrough forming. He sees the shift coming. And when he sees it, he tries to attack. Not because you're weak, but because you're close. Closer than you've ever been. What you felt was not defeat. It was interference. The enemy wanted to wear you down before you reached today. He wanted you drained. He wanted you distracted. He wanted you doubtful. He wanted your faith dim. He wanted your spirit tired. He wanted your mind overwhelmed. He wanted your hope crippled. Because he knew, if you reached this day, if you reached this moment, if you reached this message, you would activate what heaven released. The enemy feared your obedience. He feared your persistence. He feared your resilience. He feared your ability to keep going even when you felt nothing. He didn't expect you to push through. He didn't expect you to keep fighting. He didn't expect you to stay faithful. He didn't expect you to open this exact message today. But you did. You made it to this moment. You broke through the warfare. You crossed into the day he tried to stop. The enemy fought so hard because he could not stop the blessing, only attempt to stop you from receiving it. Every spiritual attack sent against you was based on one purpose: to make you quit before the blessing arrived. He wanted you to give up hope. He wanted you to assume nothing would change. He wanted you to settle for less. He wanted you to get tired and lose the faith that activates the miracle. But listen to what your angel says. You survived what was meant to break you, and because of that, heaven is rewarding you. There were moments you didn't even understand your own emotions. Moments you asked yourself, why do I feel like this? Moments when fear showed up for no reason. Moments when sadness came out of nowhere. Moments when you felt spiritually drained for no logical explanation. Those weren't your feelings. They were external pressure. They were a sign that something mighty was closer than you realized. The enemy fought because he saw the blessing coming, not because you were abandoned. You were not losing. You were transitioning. You were shifting. You were elevating. You were entering breakthrough territory. Every attack was confirmation. Heaven never left you defenseless. You weren't fighting alone. When you felt weak, I was fighting for you. There were moments when you wanted to give up. You felt too tired to keep going. You cried silently. You questioned yourself. You couldn't see a way forward. You felt spiritually foggy. You were waking up heavy. Your angel stepped in. Your angel shielded you. Your angel blocked things you didn't even see coming. Your angel lifted you when you didn't have strength. You didn't survive because you were strong. You survived because heaven stood with you. I covered you through the storm because you were needed for this moment of breakthrough. Think about the past few days. How many strange distractions came out of nowhere? How many small problems appeared for no reason? How many people acted out of character? How many emotions rose unexpectedly? How many things tried to steal your peace? None of that was accidental. The enemy sent distractions to derail you before today. Because today was the doorway. Today was the shift point. Today was the release. Today was the divine appointment. He tried to create chaos because he knew heaven had already signed your blessing. But he failed. The resistance is lifting today. That pressure you felt is dissolving. That cloud is breaking. That fear is leaving. That attack is ending. That confusion is clearing. That heaviness is releasing. You are stepping into a fresh atmosphere. The atmosphere the enemy tried to keep you out of. The fact that you are here, right now, listening to this message, is proof that the attack didn't work. The enemy fought hardest right before the breakthrough because he knew he was losing access. What's coming for you is so powerful that the enemy trembled before you even saw it. He saw the shift in the spirit realm. He saw the angelic movement. He saw heaven preparing something with your name on it. And he panicked. Your angel says, the blessing coming today is so impactful that hell tried to stop it, but failed. This is why the attack felt intense. This is why the pressure was heavy. This is why the last few days felt spiritually strange. The enemy saw what you couldn't yet see. But God intervened. God protected you. God carried you. God kept you aligned long enough to reach this moment. The battle was proof of the blessing. Not punishment. Not abandonment. Not failure. Proof that heaven was moving. Proof that something powerful was coming. Proof that you were about to turn a corner. Proof that the enemy was threatened by your future. And now that you made it into this day, nothing can stop what God is releasing next. Your angel is revealing something that will change the way you look at the next few hours of your life. The miracle has already been released. Not is being released. Not will be released. Not might be released. It has already left heaven. It is already moving. Already shifting. already rearranging situations, already aligning people, already preparing the environment for your blessing. What belongs to you is on its way, and it cannot miss you. There are blessings that God does in front of your face, the ones you see unfolding gradually. But then there are blessings God works on behind the scenes, in silence, in secret, in divine timing so perfect that when it reaches you, you will recognize it instantly as supernatural. Heaven has been working quietly on your behalf. While you were sleeping, while you were worrying, while you were crying, while you were praying, while you were hoping, while you were trying to stay strong, something was being prepared. A miracle with your name on it was set into motion. Not for someone else. Not for a future version of you. For you, right now. What is coming toward you is moving quicker than your expectation. You thought it might take months. Heaven says it will take moments. You thought it would be delayed. Heaven says it is accelerating. You thought it would require struggle. Heaven says it will arrive effortlessly. You thought you were waiting. Heaven says the blessing is the one rushing toward you. This is why your spirit has been feeling something approaching, even if you couldn't explain it. This is why certain things suddenly felt unusual or intense. This is why your mind kept returning to certain ideas, certain desires, certain prayers. Because the blessing has been drawing closer. You've been sensing its footsteps before seeing its form. Your angel wants you to understand this deeply. What God sends cannot be intercepted. The enemy can delay, distract, confuse, or intimidate. But he cannot take what God has sealed. Your angel says, the miracle coming to you is protected. Protected from sabotage. Protected from manipulation. Protected from spiritual warfare. Protected from jealousy. Protected from interference. Protected from every force of darkness. The reason the warfare felt so fierce recently is because the enemy knew he couldn't steal the blessing. He could only try to stop you from being in position to receive it. You are in alignment. You are in position. You will not miss what is coming. Heaven has spoken your name. This means, your time has come. Your season has shifted. Your prayer has been acknowledged. Your waiting has been seen. Your faith has been recorded. Your resilience has been honored. There are moments in a person's life when their name rises before God. Moments when heaven highlights their heart, their faithfulness, their endurance. Your angel says, this is one of those moments. Your name was called for blessing. Called for favor. Called for breakthrough. Called for restoration. Called for alignment. Called for elevation. What is coming to you now is not random. It is your divine portion. It will not come the way you expect it to. This is extremely important because it prepares your spirit. The blessing will come through a direction that looks unlikely, unpredictable, unfamiliar, or surprising. A sudden message. A call you didn't anticipate. An unexpected opportunity. A reconnection. A moment of clarity. A door you didn't knock on. A person who feels sent by God. A shift that appears out of nowhere. An idea that drops into your spirit. A yes from a direction you forgot about. Heaven loves to surprise you. Not to confuse you, but to show you that the blessing was always supernatural. Your angel says, this blessing will arrive in a way that proves God's involvement. You won't be able to say you planned it. You won't be able to say you strategized it. You won't be able to say you made it happen. It will be clear. Only God could have done this. Your angel says, this blessing carries momentum. It won't stop with one good thing. It won't bless only one area. It won't be limited to a single outcome. This blessing is the first domino. That sets every other domino in motion. That's why the spiritual realm is so active around you today. You're not just receiving a blessing. You're receiving a shift. A financial shift. An emotional shift. A spiritual shift. A relational shift. A directional shift. A personal shift. A destiny-altering shift. This one miracle will open more doors. Shift more situations. Break more barriers. Release more opportunities. Your angel says, this is a multiplication moment. This is not a distant prophecy. Not a vague message. Not a symbolic statement. Your angel is speaking about now. This day. This hour. This moment in your life. Today is marked. Today is set apart. Today carries divine movement. The miracle is already traveling toward you. And listen carefully. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can slow it. Nothing can reroute it. Heaven has put it on a direct path to your life. Your angel closes this section with one final confirmation. Expect the unexpected today. Your miracle is closer than your breath. Closer than your thoughts. Closer than your worry. It is already on the way. Your angel is stepping forward now with a message filled with authority, clarity, and unstoppable divine power. What was working against you is about to work for you. There is a shift happening in the unseen realm, not a small shift, not a symbolic shift, but a full divine reversal. The kind of reversal that only heaven can produce. The kind of reversal that changes everything instantly. Your angel says, you are entering a moment where God turns the tables in your favor. Your angel reveals that certain things were standing in your way. Not because you lacked ability, not because you weren't ready, but because you were in a spiritual pressurized zone. That pressure was created by delays, resistance, the closed doors, confused emotions, a spiritual heaviness, the unexpected obstacles, people acting differently, opportunities slipping away, the sudden disappointments, inner battles, the self-doubt, the strange fear, and emotional draining. But your angel says, those forces are losing their power over your path. You may not have realized it, but the last few days have been a tug-of-war between your destiny and the forces trying to prevent your breakthrough. The good news: heaven has won the fight. The resistance is breaking. The blockage is dissolving. The interference is collapsing. Beloved soul, as you listen right now, your angel is moving closer, almost as if they're placing their hand gently upon your shoulder, whispering, pay very close attention. You are standing in the middle of a divine shift, even if your eyes cannot recognize it yet. There are moments in your life where everything seems still, too still. You begin to wonder if anything is changing, if anything is moving, if anything is aligning at all. But hear this message clearly: heaven does its greatest work in silence. God orchestrates his most extraordinary breakthroughs in the unseen, in the quiet, in the hidden rooms of destiny long before they appear in the visible world. So if you feel like you're standing in a pause, a delay, or a waiting room, your angel says, this is not a delay. This is divine construction. Right now, the realm of the Spirit is rearranging things for you: people, opportunities, timelines, connections, contracts, open doors, divine helpers, even geographical movements. Things you thought were setbacks were actually setups. Situations that looked like disappointments were redirections. What you thought was rejection was actually God pulling you out of the wrong place so he could guide you to the right one. Your angel says, you are about to walk into a place that has been prepared for you long before you ever prayed for it. Listen closely. You have outgrown the environments where your spirit used to be comfortable. Your soul has stretched. Your discernment has sharpened. Your hunger for truth and purpose has intensified. That's why old cycles feel suffocating. That's why old relationships don't feel aligned. That's why old patterns are breaking. You are not the person you were even 6 months ago. Heaven knows it. Hell knows it. And today, you need to know it too. This shift you're walking through is not random, it's prophetic. There is a spiritual law unfolding in your life right now. When God elevates you, everything attached to the old version of you begins to fall away. Not because it was evil, but because it can't go where you're going. Your angel says, what you thought you lost was only cleared to make room for what was always meant to be yours. Because the truth is, some things had to leave. Some people had to exit. Some doors had to close. If they stayed, they would have limited you. They would have distracted you. They would have slowed you down. You prayed for growth, but growth requires separation. You prayed for destiny, but destiny requires refinement. You prayed for elevation, but elevation requires release. Right now, even while you're watching this, something is shifting in your favor. A divine rearrangement is unfolding. A heavenly alignment is taking place. It's invisible to the natural eye, but your spirit can feel it. That uneasy feeling? That restlessness? That pressure in your heart? It's not anxiety, it's transformation. You are stepping into a version of yourself that you prayed for, cried for, waited for, and sometimes doubted would ever come. Your angel says, the old you is dissolving, and the chosen you is emerging. There are blessings that can only find you after this transformation. There is a destiny that only responds to the real you that God has been shaping in secret. There are opportunities that only come once you align with your true spiritual frequency. Listen carefully. You are not behind schedule. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being positioned. Everything that felt delayed was actually recalibrated to the perfect divine timing. Everything that felt confusing was actually preparation. Everything that broke you was actually building you. Your angel needs you to hear this loud and clear. Don't judge the process by the part of the story you're currently in. Because God is about to show you why every tear, every test, every betrayal, every struggle, and every silent season was necessary. You are approaching a moment where everything suddenly makes sense. The pieces will connect. The path will clear. The breakthrough will appear instantly, almost too fast for your mind to catch up. This is the turning point. This is the moment where God flips the script. This is the moment where heaven accelerates everything connected to your purpose. This is the moment where the blessings that were on the way become blessings that are here. Your angel whispers softly but firmly. The shift is not coming, it has already begun. You will notice it in small signs first: unexpected messages, sudden opportunities, strange moments of clarity, a lifting of heaviness from your spirit, a sense of divine momentum. Then it will accelerate. Then it will multiply. Then it will overflow. Nothing about this shift is accidental. Nothing about this shift is random. Nothing about this shift will miss you. Your angel says, what is meant for you will find you, quickly, clearly, and undeniably. And when it arrives, it will feel like everything happened at once. The blessing will not come alone, it will come with confirmation. It will come with peace. It will come with divine evidence that God heard every prayer you prayed. So breathe, beloved soul. Step into this moment with expectation. Lift your spirit. Raise your faith. Your angel is guiding you through the greatest spiritual shift you've ever walked through. And what's coming next will exceed every hope you held, every prayer you whispered, every dream you carried. Beloved soul, your angel is stepping forward right now, almost as if they are standing before you, looking directly into the deepest part of your spirit. Their voice is calm, but there is urgency, a holy weight in every word they speak. The miracle that carries your name is already released. It is already traveling toward you. You are about to see with your own eyes what heaven has been preparing behind the scenes. You may not realize this, but every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've cried, every quiet moment where you begged God to not forget you, those moments were not ignored. They were recorded. They were honored. They were answered long before you saw any evidence. Your angel says, you think you're waiting on the miracle, but the miracle has been waiting on you to reach this moment. Yes. This moment. This exact place in your journey. This exact version of you, stronger, wiser, more discerning, more spiritually aware. Because some miracles require maturity to hold. Some blessings require spiritual strength to manage. Some promises require emotional stability to sustain. And God has been shaping you, refining you, preparing you, not to punish you, but to protect the blessing with your name on it. Your angel says, if it came earlier, it would have slipped through your hands. Now, it will stay. Listen closely. There is a miracle that has been circling your life. It has been orbiting around you, waiting for the right moment to land. At first, it approached slowly, through signs, through dreams, through confirmations, through sudden intuitive nudges. Then it moved closer, through unexpected conversations, strange coincidences, moments that felt guided, aligned, orchestrated. Now it is entering the stage where the invisible becomes visible. Your angel says, you will not have to chase it. You will not have to force it. You will not have to beg for it. This time, the blessing is coming to you. This time, the miracle is meeting you where you are. This time, the answer is entering your life with divine precision. Think of all the moments where you felt forgotten. Think of the nights where you cried quietly, hoping God heard you. Think of the days where you pushed forward even though you felt empty. Think of the moments where you almost gave up but didn't. Your angel saw every single one. And now they are saying, heaven is rewarding the endurance you didn't even know you had. This miracle is not a random gift, it is a divine response. A response to your faithfulness. A response to your resilience. A response to the way you kept going when quitting felt easier. A response to the way your heart remained soft when life tried to harden it. This is why the miracle holds your name. This is why it cannot be taken by anyone else. This is why no enemy, no delay, no betrayal, no setback could block it. It belongs to you by divine assignment. Your angel says, the door that is opening next will not be shared, it is specifically designed for your destiny. And when this miracle arrives, it will not be subtle. It will not be quiet. It will not be doubtful or confusing. It will be clear. It will be undeniable. It will be radiant, so radiant that even people who doubted you will have to acknowledge that God's hand is on your life. This miracle carries evidence. Evidence of God's timing. Evidence of God's protection. Evidence of God's orchestration. Evidence of God's promise. But listen carefully. Your angel needs you to approach this next season with expectancy, not fear. Because fear will try to whisper. What if nothing happens? What if I'm being misled? What if I get disappointed again? Your angel gently but firmly shuts down those thoughts. You are not entering another cycle of disappointment. You are entering the season of fulfillment. The spiritual weather around your life is shifting. The air is changing. The frequency is rising. The path ahead of you is opening, wider, clearer, smoother than before. And the miracle that was once far away is now steps away, breaths away, moments away. Your angel says, you will not miss this. You will not lose this. You will not be bypassed or forgotten. The miracle is coming with acceleration. It will unfold quickly. It will move fast. It will surprise you, not because it is small, but because it is bigger than you imagined. You thought God would give you enough. But this blessing is going to give you overflow. You prayed for a breakthrough, He's giving you transformation. You asked for clarity, He's giving you direction and confirmation. You hoped for progress, He's giving you elevation. This is not the blessing you settle for. This is the blessing you were born for. And when it reaches you, it will shift everything: your finances, your relationships, your opportunities, your confidence, your peace, your purpose. It will set a new tone for your life. It will close chapters that needed to end. It will open doors that redefine your future. It will restore things you thought were permanently lost. Your angel says, this miracle is not just coming to change your situation, it is coming to change your identity. Because after this moment, you will no longer see yourself the same way. You will no longer speak the same way. You will no longer fear the same things. You will no longer doubt your calling. This miracle marks the beginning of a new era for you, an era of divine confidence, divine alignment, divine clarity, and divine provision. Your angel ends this message with a powerful declaration. Beloved soul, as you listen right now, your angel stands tall beside you, shield raised, wings extended, presence glowing with divine authority. There is a shift in the atmosphere around you. A spiritual movement. A stirring. A vibration. Your angel says, the intervention you have been pleading for has already begun. For some time now, you have felt the weight of spiritual battles you could not explain. You sensed resistance. You sensed interference. You sensed a strange heaviness that didn't belong to you. And you wondered, why am I fighting things I cannot even see? Your angel whispers, because the enemy sensed your breakthrough before you did. You thought the pressure increased because things were going wrong. But the truth is, the pressure increased because things were being aligned. When you are close to a divine release, darkness tries to confuse you. When you are close to a divine shift, the enemy tries to discourage you. When you are close to your miracle, spiritual warfare intensifies. But your angel says, the war has already turned in your favor. Right now, this very moment, angels have been dispatched on your behalf. Angels of protection. Angels of breakthrough. Angels of restoration. Angels of clarity. Angels of healing. Angels of alignment. Your prayers activated heavenly movement. Your tears summoned angelic reinforcement. Your obedience unlocked spiritual intervention. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is not still. Heaven is not ignoring you. Heaven is working, actively, powerfully, relentlessly. Your angel continues. The things that were fighting you are losing their power. The things that were delaying you are losing their grip. The things that were draining you are being dismantled. There are spiritual forces that assumed you would break. They assumed you would quit. They assumed you would collapse under pressure. But you didn't. You held on. You kept praying. You kept believing. You kept hoping, even when hope felt thin. And because of that, the intervention you sought is manifesting. Your angel says, you didn't see it happening, but it happened. Behind the scenes, God was removing blockages. He was shutting the mouths of enemies. He was breaking chains you didn't even know were attached to you. He was closing demonic access points. He was silencing spiritual attacks sent to destroy your peace. You felt the storm, but heaven felt your faith. And your faith triggered a divine response. There were moments where you asked, God, where are you? Why is nothing shifting? Why does it still feel heavy? Why am I still fighting? Why does the battle feel so unfair? Your angel answers you now. Because the breakthrough required the battle. And the battle required angelic intervention. In the heavenly realm, there is movement surrounding your name. Your situation is not stagnant. Your blessing is not blocked. Your path is not forgotten. Angels have stepped into the places where you couldn't. They have spoken in rooms you were excluded from. They have changed hearts that were hardened against you. They have created openings where there were once walls. They have undone plots meant to harm you. Your angel says, the attacks against you are now being reversed. There is a divine boomerang effect taking place. Everything that was sent to hurt you is returning to its sender. Everything that was meant to weaken you is turning into strength. Everything that was meant to confuse you is turning into clarity. You are not losing. You are not declining. You are not being overtaken. You are being protected. You are being lifted. You are being guided. You are being carried. And now, divine intervention is moving from the spiritual into the physical. Your angel says, very soon, you will see visible results. You will see things shift rapidly, effortlessly, clearly. The communication will come. The opportunity will appear. The path will open. The resources will flow. The helpers will show up. The pressure will lift. The confusion will clear. What once felt tangled will become simple. What once felt blocked will become accessible. What once felt impossible will become undeniable. The intervention is no longer just spiritual, it is crossing into your reality. Your angel says, you will walk into rooms that were spiritually opened for you. And there will be signs, obvious, unmistakable, divine signs, that something supernatural has shifted. You will feel peace where there was once fear. You will feel strength where there was once heaviness. You will feel clarity where there was once fog. You will feel acceleration where there was once delay. This is not coincidence. This is not luck. This is not chance. This is angelic intervention. Your angel ends the section with a powerful declaration. Stand still in faith. The intervention you prayed for is complete. And what unfolds next will reveal just how deeply heaven has been fighting for you.